All right, so if we've made it to level 4 is knowledge of parallel and perpendicular lines in function notation. So remember from one of our first objectives, parallel lines are going to have the same slopes. Remember, parallel lines go in the same direction. Perpendicular lines are going to be forming a right angle, and they have opposite reciprocal slopes. So if one line, so say this line has a slope of 1/2, the one that's perpendicular to it would have the slope of -2/1, or just -2. So in 7 it says line M can be represented using this equation. Write each linear function below, and A says write the linear function g of x that is parallel to line M and has a y-intercept of 5. So again, the y-intercept is going to be 0, 5 as a coordinate point. So if it's parallel to line M, first I need to know the slope of line M. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and solve for y so I can determine what the slope is. So solving for y, I want to subtract 3x divide by 6. Y is going to equal, if I simplify -3/6, that's going to be -1/2. It's going to be -2/3 if I simplify it. So this is the equation of the line from above, which means the slope of the line is -1/2. And if the slope of the line is -1/2, and we're asking for the line parallel to it, that slope is also going to be -1/2. So using the point that we just wrote off to the side of 0, 5, your y-intercept, I'm going to use point-slope form in order to write this equation. So if the slope is -1/2, I'm going to say y minus 5 equals -1/2 times x minus 0. And then to get it into slope-intercept form, I'm going to distribute the 1/2. And -1/2 times 0 is just 0. So I'm going to add 5 to the other side. And y equals, whoops, that should be negative, come on, -1/2 x plus 5. Okay, moving on to part B, write the linear function h of x that's perpendicular to M that contains the point -4, 6. So again, if it's perpendicular, it's going to have the opposite reciprocal slope. So if the old slope was -1/2, the perpendicular slope is going to be a positive 2/1, or just 2. Again, using the same formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, we're going to substitute this point in -4, 6. So I'm going to substitute in for the y of 6, with the slope being 2 and the other x being -4. Now remember, your double negatives become a positive. So simplifying this, I'm going to have 2x plus 8, and then adding 6 to both sides. Your final answer of the line that's perpendicular to the given line is 2x plus 14.